Mike Collantes. I'm the chef owner of Soseki Modern Omakase. Started culinary school and then went off to work for Wolfgang Puck. Started out just line cooking until I got to the sushi program with Chef Fuji, who's still with Wolfgang today. And eventually he left and they needed a replacement, so they asked a very young brass chef to take over a sushi bar in downtown Disney. I don't know why they asked me. Really wanted to keep going into the French stuff, so I transitioned to work for Jennifer Carroll, who's like one of my mentors. She was on Top Chef for multiple seasons. We worked together underneath Chef Eric Repair at his restaurant at the Ritz-Carlton. Culinary wise, I went to work for Masa Takayama at Bar Masa, and I was one of the chefs there at the Aria Casino in Las Vegas. Really amazing opportunity to really dive into Japanese cuisine. So a lot of what we do, salt water instead of just straight salt on the flesh. It's just a little bit more softer on the meat. So usually all of our fish gets a little bath. In June of this year, 2022, we got our first Michelin Star. It was the first year that Michelin came to Florida, so it's a complete shock to us to have the opportunity to get a Michelin Star just after our first year anniversary. We change our menu pretty regularly. 30 to 45 days, you'll see pretty much a complete change up of all 16 courses. The sushi will change daily to weekly, just really depends on what we could get from Japan and what we're using locally and what we're aging in-house. So it's a very exciting place to work. We have a small team of about 3 to 4 chefs, as well as an amazing beverage director bringing in some really hard to find sakes, natural wines, and just cool stuff. We just had a meeting yesterday with Four Roots and Pharmacy, and so what they do is kind of CSA for all of Orlando, and they're working with over 100 farms, so they gave us a little care basket of some of the stuff happening. I grew up in Winter Park. This is one of the most prestigious areas in Orlando, so I knew we wanted to be here. Park Avenue is a hot spot, very well-known area, and we're just maybe a stone throw away from there, and stuck in traffic, and I saw in the window this really narrow restaurant, and I said, I could just see it in my head, sushi bar. I could see the people laughing and joking. I saw it so clearly. I jumped on a call immediately to a realtor. I said, I need this space, and it was available. So
nice.
Sometimes you just know. Guys, we are at Edible Education Experience here in Orlando, Florida. We get to utilize everything that gets grown out here. It's a nonprofit organization, so we started our pop-ups for Soseki here, and we just continue to build that relationship. So from the tomatoes, herbs, flowers, and basically anything that gets grown here, we go every single morning, kind of decide what can go on the menu, and you'll see it at the Omakase tonight.
My name is Brad Jones. I'm with the Edible Education Experience. The Edible Education Experience is a place where we're empowering students and their communities through seed-to-table experiences. We really want to reconnect people with the source of their food, give kids and adults an opportunity to see how food comes out of the ground and makes its way into the kitchen and onto the table. We want people to think differently about how food works, how food happens, and honestly think of themselves a little bit differently too. We tend to think of ourselves kind of on the end user consumer end of the spectrum with food, and we want to engage people more in how food happens and see themselves as more contributors and producers of that food.
You guys will have this tonight, or utilize these. Can I take one more?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Popping in my hand because they're just ready to burst from the heat. They're already sticky. We'll see if we can. I want to save some and see if you guys could have some tonight. So this is their first harvest, first year of doing black sesame seeds. This is what it looks like.
So as they're drying in the sun, these pods are splitting open and have the seeds inside.
And they
So these are black, huh?
As soon as they split,
Nice.
that's when you could just harvest them and just pull them out.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, this is crazy.
So bend it towards you this way. Okay.
Ready? Oh, nice.
Welcome to Soseki, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. A little bit about Soseki, modern omakase, and the experience you're about to enjoy. Soseki means cornerstone or foundation in Japanese. So with that, we will have some beautiful sushi this evening. But we're also globally inspired, market-driven. We get to work with a lot of great farms and families local to us here in Orlando and Central Florida. So we will take a trip around the world with some flavors, textures, temperatures, composed dishes, ups and downs, lefts and rights. Some rights and wrongs, but we righted the wrongs a few minutes ago, so I think we're all fine here. We're touch interactive. You'll notice a black tab in front of you. If everyone would pull that towards themselves, this will unveil the suggested silverware for the evening. Along with our oshibori bowl, everyone could grab that bowl out of the drawer, place it alongside themselves on the lower counter. Contrary to popular belief, this is not an antacid, so don't pop this in your mouth. We're going to come around with some water. This tablet will expand into a hand towel, and you can use that to clean your hands and fingers between first bites and nigiri all points in between. Feel free to use chopstick or finger through the entire experience. If a soup course comes along, I suggest a spoon, not a fork, that sort of thing. Otherwise, kind of choose your own adventure. Some introductions: Bang Bang San.
Hello.
Stone San.
Hello.
Anthony San. Kevin San.
Evening.
Chef Mike San. Josh San. Me San. Call me Benjamin. First course will be up in just a few minutes. Cheers, everyone. Welcome to Soseki.
Thank you.
Hiro-san, what a phenomenal dinner. So delicious. And the best part is they're just down the street from us, right? From Miami, just a few hour drive. The whole staff here. I won't mess up your names, but I know this is Benjamin, right? Chef Mike, we have Bang Bang, we have Stone-san, we have, don't tell me, no, you're Kevin, Chef Kevin, Anthony, thank you, son, and Jasan. So you guys been watching the channel for a while? Okay, how long have you been watching the channel for, Anthony? 1 year, really?
8 years ago, I saw the blindfold cutting the cucumbers.
Okay.
Subscribe since then.
Oh, thank you so much. Son, you were also watching, right?
Yeah. Long time. 9 years.
9 years.
9 years ago.
Wow,
9
long
years.
time.
Tomato make flour.
Tomato flour, yeah.
9 years ago, right? Yeah, forgot.
Amazing skill, by the way. I saw your hands. I don't know if my camera caught your hands moving so fast, but amazing work. All you guys, really phenomenal.
Definitely a couple years ago.
Okay. And Chef Mike?
5 years, maybe when you started traveling, doing the omakases, when you went to the studio.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the iguana.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring over some iguana for us too.
Yeah.
Next time, Chef. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Phenomenal dinner. You guys got to come by, try them out. They just earned their first Michelin Star in a year. What an accomplishment. Let me tell you what, you guys, you set the record, I think, right? And so well deserved, by the way. Service, food, everything from beginning to end. Thank you so much. Hiro-san.
Yeah. So tonight, thank you for amazing dinner, and I also appreciate you guys watching the YouTube video. Right? And here, just 3.5 from Miami. I want to come in more often too. Right? So, and tonight I have some little gift for you guys. I should bring more. That's I know. For you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So everybody, suppose I should bring more. Just a little bit small gift. This is I used in this apron in my YouTube video. So.
Thank you so much, Dad.
Thank you very much. Guys.
Well, I'll wear it 1 day a week.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Here, you want to sign it, maybe? Yeah. So we've been using Style Apron for many, many years.
Next time I'm going to bring it for everybody.
Oh, thank you, Chef. Yeah.
Ready?
You see? Perfect, yeah.